Alright guys, so today we've got a 209 switch, and this client has lost his ECM, or it's not communicating. So what do you do when you don't have a communicating ECM, or it's damaged or stolen? We can use the EIS. The EIS has the same data that the ECM has, the security data. It's got the 8 key hashes and the password, the special password. Okay, so we can take the data from this original EIS and put it into a donor ECM. Okay, so what we're going to do is read the data from this 209 switch, and we're going to save it, and then we're going to transfer that data into this ECM, and we're going to be using Abrites to do that. All right, we're going to go to Mercedes, offline, OBD2 cable, and we're going to go to special functions. Going to go to DAS manager, and we're going to go to reading EZS EIS. That's already clicked. We're going to hit read. Okay, there's our data from our EIS. We're going to save this data. All right, so we just hooked up the ECM now. We've got it hooked up to Abrites right up here, okay? And now we're going to switch from reading the EZS, or the EIS, to the engine control unit, okay? Now we're going to read that. Okay, so it didn't read just then, and I just realized I didn't put power to it, so I had to connect this 12-volt power to the ECM so that we can read it. Now, let's try that again, now that we've got 12 volts going to it. And there it is. Okay, so now we have our 8 key hashes and our service password. So the first thing we need to do is just save this data. Just in case something goes wrong, we want to be able to put this into its original state and send it back to whoever sold it to us. All right, so we're going to save this data, and we are going to create a new folder. All right, so we're going to call this the Donor ECM, and we're going to save this FBS data, and then we're going to read the coding, and we're going to save this as coding. Okay, and now that we save the data, we're going to virginize it. Okay, so now we see that it is not personalized and it's not activated. We can now write the data from the EIS Take a look at the last 3 digits of the service password, 922. That's going to change now, and all these key hashes are going to change. Now we have service password from the original EIS, which is 1F3. Next, we're going to write the coding in. That's the VIN that we need. I'm going to copy it, program it. Now let's read it. And now you can see it's changed. 5303. Success. Okay, we don't need to save that. And the last thing that's needed now is to activate this. We're going to read it. And right now it's not activated, so we are going to activate it. This just means that we can no longer write to the ECM and activation is completed, and now we're going to read it one last time. One last time. And we can see that now we are personalized and activated, and we have the correct hashes, and we have the correct VIN. So this ECM is programmed, it's ready to go, and we're on to the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.